All right, good evening. Welcome to the AGUA Special Utility District regular called meeting, January 19th, 2026. It is 6:04. Roll call. Roel de Hoyos. Gerardo Perez.
Here.
Ricardo Perez.
Here.
Ana Maria Perez.
Present.
Dr. Adriana Villarreal.
Present.
Alex Moreno.
Here.
And Jose Luis Ochoa Jr. Moving on to B, invocation.
Heavenly Father, as we gather today to conduct matters of business for Agua Sud, may you give us your guidance, wisdom, and knowledge to make the best decisions for the ratepayers and employees. Lord, let this meeting be productive and let your peace surround us today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moving on to D, public comments.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board. We have three members of the community that signed up for public comments. We have Micaela Lopez, Mr. Ahmed, and Ms. Patricia Peña. Right? If we can have Ms. Micaela Lopez come to the podium so we can hear your comments. Thank you.
My name is Micaela Lopez. I'm from 7806 Gooch Road, and I didn't know I had a link. When I noticed it was too late. My bill is $860 with 64 cents, and I'm not working right now. I'm not have the money to pay that amount. I want for you, if you can, I don't know, reduce the amount or help me do something with my bill.
Thank you. The board cannot respond, but I will make sure that they address that issue.
Thank you.
No, next we have Mr. Ahmed. I'm sorry, your first name is?
It's Munir.
Munir. Okay, okay, yes, Ahmed. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Munir Ahmed. And I'm the manager of the one store in the corner, the Palmview, La Mexico. And, I have the notice over there, and some leakage over there on the buildings inside and the washroom. And I noticed very too late, so my bill is too high, more than $1,000. And the business is too slow right now, so I need some of this. If you can do some reduction, that's all I need.
Where is it at again, sir?
Yeah,
What's the location?
Yeah, the location of Palmview.
The what?
The name of the business?
La Mexico.
Oh.
Business name is La Mexico in the corner of Palmview, Florida, near the Rio Grande.
Okay.
Just like LA, just La Mexico.
Yeah, La Mexico. Business is too slow right now, as the bill is more than $1,000. Almost they can 200, 300 like that.
How much is your bill for?
1,114.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'll as a manager, I'll get in touch with you this week.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, next, Mr. President, we have Ms. Patricia Peña for public comments.
Hello. thing. Before I had my septic tanks, nothing was going on. And I had all that smell inside my house. So I wanna get it fixed, or if you guys could help me fix it out to see what's wrong.
Where are you located, ma'am?
It's at 810 Tierra Linda, Circle West, lot 333. The account's under my husband's name, Carlos Peña. And I already feel embarrassed to call every single time because I'm having the same issue, and it's been going on since they had the new thing.
How long have you had it? Is it like the new projects?
The Palmview, probably
Palmview
the Palmview, yeah, Palmview, sanitary sewer project. It's in Tierra Linda, correct? Tierra Linda.
Can you take a look at it?
Yes.
Have they said anything? When they got out there?
I guess through the notes, as Ms. Peña was mentioning, we have gone to that property, and we have taken the vector and clean out the line. And for some reason, again, I think the line keeps happening.
One of the times that when they took the vacuum, the vibration broke my main line. So then I didn't have water inside. I had to have a plumber come out, and the plumber checked, and it was all because of the vibration of the thing. Because it's not the same pipe; it's different pipes.
Yes.
But the vibration broke my other one, my main line.
We'll take a look at it, and to see if there's anything that we can
There's
do.
a way, maybe the cleavage, I don't know, but something's wrong because the water and all that smell comes like in the sink where you wash your hands. When you flush the toilet, you could hear all the water over there and all that stuff. So something's wrong. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comments, and we'll have staff and Mr. Salinas reach out. Is that all for public comments?
Yes, sir. That is all for public comments.
Okay. Item number 2, minutes. A, approval of minutes for the November 3rd, 2025 AGUA board meeting. I need a motion.
So moved.
A motion by Mr. Doyle,
Second?
second by Dr. Villarreal. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Item number 3, general manager's report. A, November financials.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board, we have here with us, Mr. Jaime Reina, that will, finance director, that will go over the financials for November.
Yes, board, these financial statements were prepared as of November 30th, 2025. If you could turn your attention to the statement of revenues, expenses, and changes in net position. On the top left, you'll see that November is 92% of the year. Our total operating revenues at this time was 92%, and our total operating expenses were at 96%. Also, by this time, we would have already made all of our debt service payment for the year.
Okay. Any questions? All right, thank you. Moving on, B, fourth quarter investment report.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, again, we have Mr. Jaime Reina that will summarize the fourth quarter investment report.
Yes, sir. The investment activity report is for the fourth quarter ended December 31st, 2025. On the second page towards the bottom, you'll see that the period earnings for the fourth quarter were $214,000, and the year-to-date interest earnings were $700,000 across all bank accounts.
Okay. All right. Moving on to C, drought contingency plan.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board, as per the attachment, as a handout, we have Amistad Reservoir levels history, and as we can see, the reservoir levels are at 34.9%. A year ago, Amistad levels were at 26.4. As far as Falcon Reservoir levels, as of today, we're at 18.9% full. A year ago, we were at 15.1%. On an average, we're looking at 26.9% average. So we're still on a steady levels. Again, our threshold is 18%, so that we can change from stage. So at this time, we continue moving forward with development.
Okay, thank you. D, North Water Treatment Plant update.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, I just wanted to mention as far as the North Water Treatment Plant update, second from the Water Development Board. This project, of course, is eligible for funding under the General Supplemental Appropriation from the Infrastructure Investment Act and Jobs Act of 2021. Again, also this project is eligible for principal forgiveness in an amount not to exceed $10 million. We are pending for the Water Development Board to get with us since the actual application for construction dollars is under technical review by the Texas Water Development Board staff. We have received notice again from the Water Development Board that this agenda item on their Water Development Board meeting should be here, coming soon here in the next few months. So again, the applications, of course, are subject to change until the project receives the funding commitment from the Water Development Board. I just wanted to give the board a heads up on the construction dollars for that as well. And of course, we're starting to work with our engineer. We're negotiating the actual contract with them and also getting with the Water Development Board so that we can bring an agenda item to the board for approval so that we can start working on the design for that project.
Okay.
That's what I have for the North Water Treatment Plant.
Okay. E, Liberty Road Waterline Improvement Project Phase 2.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board. As you know, this project was awarded around 6 months, approximately 6 months ago to PNC Construction. This project is part of the waterline relocation due to the county TxDOT project that is going on from the road widening from 3 Mile Line all the way to 7 Mile Line on Liberty Road. The full amount of the construction cost for this project to relocate the line to a 12-inch water line from an 8 to a 12, upgrade from an 8 to a 12 and relocate the line was $675,000. The project has been completed and has been paid to the contractor. So that's a project that has already been completed and the county now can move forward with their contractor for the winding of that project.
F, District Operations Update.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board. Just wanted to update the board that we are working in conjunction with our engineer Sams on the CIP. And Mr. Jeff Norton, of course, our legal counsel. We're gonna have a series of meetings here in the next few months with our advisory committee that I'm gonna have an agenda in this board to select the advisory committee or keep the same advisory committee. So we'll be working on that. There's a few projects that we would like to add. I know I already talked to Saul on that. And some of those projects include water lines, main water lines from 7 Mile Line north to the CCN boundary, which is around 9 Mile Line. So those are some of the projects that we're gonna have a meeting. We're gonna talk about those projects. We're gonna have a meeting this week on Wednesday. And of course, we'll schedule the meetings that we need to have with our advisory committee once the board gives us direction of who the advisory committee will be at this meeting. That's for that. Also, I just wanted to update the board of directors that we, as staff, we already had a couple of meetings with Border Affairs, with Mr. Humberto Garza on some of the funding that is available here in the state of Texas. We would like to set up a meeting, a committee meeting with some of the board members, directors, sorry, so that you can hear some of the projects that he has in mind, how he's gonna approach them, and he's gonna talk also about the funding that will be available, that is available here in the state of Texas, and of course the federal government as well. Once we have the committee, we'll bring a possible agreement with him, either to our next board meeting here in February or March for consideration.
That's 100% funding?
It's 100% funding,
Yeah.
grant funding.
Yes.
There's different types of grant opportunities. Some of them are 50%, 80%, 100%. It depends on the entity where that grant is available.
So we like the 100%. We don't want to.
You don't want anything else.
We don't wanna incur any more debt because our balance sheet is just, you know, at borderline.
So one of the main topics that we talked to Mr. Humberto Garza was on the water lines, on the infrastructure as far as water lines, water towers as well.
This individual, we made a contract with him?
We haven't made a contract with him. We're gonna go through a committee first, and then we're gonna bring it to the board.
He gets paid whenever there's funding.
That's an option, yes.
Well, the only option, I think.
So, yes, and that's why through the committees, he'll explain the different options that he has.
So Border Affairs is a grant writing
Yes,
company.
that was awarded through the board of directors, yes. We went through our request for qualifications, and we selected,
That was a company that was selected.
yes, that was the company.
Okay, sir.
So, as far as the projects that he talks about, that's pretty much the projects that we need, or how can we measure making sure that?
Yes, we showed him the CIP.
Okay.
The capital improvement projects that we have, and he said that, yes, of course, I mean, he's gonna, do his 100% to get grants in order for him to get paid through the grant.
Sure.
But he's gonna, he's gonna deliver some options, here to the committee and then to the board to see what is most feasible for our special utility district.
So,
When are we looking at that?
So-
When will that happen?
We're gonna first meet with the committee. We can have that committee within 2 weeks, and then bring it to the board of directors, either the meeting in February or March. Those are the two target dates that we have. And of course, like on the CIP, we have projects like, for example, the water plant. Well, we can scratch that off, right? Because we're already committed to the water development. Also, those are 25 million that we can work with on other infrastructure projects, and not to affect the maximum allowable impact fee that we have right now. Because, you can add projects to the CIP list. What does that mean? That the maximum allowable fee is gonna increase, but all that depends on the board of directors and the advisory committee, if they want to go higher than what it is, or keep it at the same level, as it is right now, the same cost.
so once he saw the CIP projects, how was he? Pretty much optimistic as far as?
Yes,
the-
he was very excited about the Texas fund, with the state of Texas, that is gonna open up a lot of, projects, infrastructure projects through the states, but we need to get there first.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's what he's talking mostly about. He brought his team on the second meeting, and some of the persons the people that work with him,
Mhm.
and he's ready to work. That's my first impression.
Good.
Was Isauro with him? Isauro is part of his team?
No, Saura was not with him. I
But
think,
he's still-
Rubenstein from, he was a board member with TCQ, and, professor, with,
Yeah, I've heard of him.
civil engineering,
Mhm.
and his staff was here. I think Ramiro, also with him.
Okay, we got a question for him whenever he comes next month, or when are you gonna send him up?
That's a possibility, Mr. Perez. We have the next meeting, it's here coming up very soon here, February 2nd.
Okay.
We can make that meeting, of course, we'll bring it to the March meeting, but in between, we need to have committee meetings and discuss with him the different options, so that the committee can have a recommendation to the board of directors.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, moving on to item number 4, District Engineer's Report.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board, we have here Mr. Saul, who will be presenting. Sam's engineer will be.
Correct.
Good afternoon, my name is Daniela Ortiz, and I'll be going over the district engineer's report. For item number letter A, the veterans continuing relocation and adjustment package, we received comments and we submitted the list of vehicles to TEXA, so we already encouraged you to send me any additional comments. I was working on quotes to demolish the existing lift station in-house. We discussed the alternative alignment options, and we advised or required temporary construction easements needed.
On that, can I intervene real quick? On that, board, board of directors on the lift station, that Ms. Danielle is referring to is the one that was it by HEB?
Yes.
The old lift station, so that one protects that. We need to remove that lift station or cut it at least 15 feet below natural grade and then fill out the rest. So we started getting quotes on that. We believe that the cost for that will be in the vicinity between $25,000 and $50,000.
Wow.
If that's something that is gonna happen, I think we're still pending a quote. I will bring it to the board of directors for approval because of the threshold that I have. But it's something that needs to get done. Of course, we can use some of the funding from the loan, the SIP loan that we have because it's for the same project.
That's gonna be obsolete, whenever we connect the sewer, or that's the only?
Yes, that lift
the
station
expansion.
is the old lift station.
So we're
That's
gonna
gonna be
invest
removed.
$50,000?
For that lift station, the removal of that lift station, yes. It's gonna be, we have the new lift station already right next to it, about 100 feet west of it.
And they're gonna cost $50,000 just to remove it?
That's because they need to cut it. It's like a demolition. Not 50,000. It's between 20. I'm saying it's gonna be between above 25,000. I don't think it'll get to the $50,000 mark, but it's gonna be above 25,000 at least.
You're gonna get some bids and see?
We're gonna get quotes. Yes, sir. We're gonna get quotes, and because of that threshold, I'll bring it to the board of directors for approval so that you can see the different.
It made the
Where's the
news,
new
the
one?
495 project made the news not long ago. It was on the news.
The project that is coming. As far as
Go.
the letting date, have you heard some of a letting date?
It's still slated for 2027.
2027.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are wanting to push in maybe late 2026, but for now, TechStop has 2027.
Where's the new lift station?
It's right
Right where?
west of the existing lift station, but in the same vicinity area. But it will not be in conflict, right? The
Yeah.
old lift station will be in conflict with their right away.
So the reason for
That's fine.
removing it is just because one is old and the other one's new?
And no,
Because of the
because
right
it
of way
will be
to
in
the
conflict
expansion.
with the storm drainage. With the
Oh,
storm
it's in the
drainage.
way.
It's gonna be on the way, the old
Oh,
lift station,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So that's just for information on that project that is coming up. Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, they'll get in contact with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead. Sorry.
For letter B, personal water plant maintenance update, no notable developments on the project. Cases is currently working on calculations for the CIP agreement, and current AGUA goal is to be completed by February 2026. For letter C, alternative capacity requirement, ACR, since the project is still on hold pending on the CWC funding. And for letter G, the dragon information system, which services phase two. The utility GIS mapping and subdivision mapping are at 100% completion, and the final red lines and miscellaneous QC ongoing.
Thank you.
Well, the next two are SIRs.
Okay, item number 5, discussion and possible action on non-standard service agreement for water to be submitted to R&H Brothers Investment, LP, for the cost related to water services for Rancho Estates Phase 5 subdivision.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Again, we have SAMS that developed the SIR for this two subdivisions, which would they summarize?
So, the Rancho Estates Phase 5 subdivision is approximately 8.37 acres of land, consisting of 14 single-family residential lots, located along the east side of Avon Road, approximately 4,000 feet south of the expressway 82 from the City of Palmview. It's 14 ugly, and water is served by AGUA and they're using septic tanks for drinking purposes.
Okay.
So
Any motion? I have a motion by Mr. Doyle,
Second.
second by Mr. Perez. All those in favor?
I
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 6, discussion and possible action on a non-standard service agreement for water to be submitted to Mr. Gerardo William Valdez for costs related to water services for Origin Development Group subdivision.
So this subdivision is approximately 4.99 acres of land, consisting of one commercial lot located along the southeast corner of Sullivan and US Business 83, one LUV, and water serviced by AGUA as well as sanitary sewer service.
What are they gonna build there? Oh, we don't know.
It's not specified yet.
okay.
He's going through the development process through commercial. I'm assuming based on the SIR will be a business location. However, if he's gonna opt to build suites or
Okay.
any other type
Subdivide.
of building, then he will need to go through our
Amendment.
standards, also through our PA, and then from there, we'll calculate the more LUEs we even need
Yeah.
to do so. But for
Well, they'll
now, it's
come back
just for
into
the,
it, yeah,
it'll come
amend
back to us, but for now, it's just for the development.
It's only $350?
1 acre.
$335?
Yes, this developer had already paid for one LUE. I believe it was back in, I think there's a date, let me get that for you, Mr. Perez. There's back in 2022. So if you can go to the last page of that item, Mr. Perez, that's the quote. And this developer had paid for one LUE already with previous fees.
Oh, on
So we
2022.
always, if there's an existing meter or if whoever owns the property already paid for an LUE, we'll give him that credit of the LUE for that.
Yeah, I think there's trucks there, I don't know.
There's trucks, yeah, there's 18-wheelers there. I think he was using it as a parking, I'm not sure, but now,
It's sort of like a driving school, something like that.
That's a driving school.
it's a driving school?
Yeah.
It is?
Okay.
So what is he doing with it? I mean,
He applied for a subdivision, going through the subdivision process. I'm not sure if he's gonna build, he hasn't mentioned anything. For now, it's just one LUE, one service for that, the development. If he's gonna build different, then he needs to come back to us, and then we'll charge him the differences on LUEs.
But
based
he
on
already
what
has a meter, so he's just doing what, just to,
Yeah, he already has a meter.
Yeah.
so what is he doing to us? He wants to pay $350 more, or what is it?
Then this is the one that they're building a small office.
I know they have an existing water and sewer service already, and they're relocating those existing services.
Oh, they're
so
relocating.
They're relocating because of the right of way.
Oh.
But I'm not sure what they're actually looking for.
So that's part of what's.
Yeah, they're making a building for the school.
Oh, okay.
And,
So
and of course, the city is making them go through the planning process.
So it's gonna be a
So
school.
it is a school, I mean, a driving school.
It is a driving school and for
Yeah.
18-wheeler driving
well,
school.
So you're gonna do an estimated how much LUE, or that's, or one
If
meter?
it's just an office,
It's
then,
an office.
then we'll do an estimate, but if it's just the need of that 1 meter, then we'll keep it as it is.
One toilet for 100 students?
We'll have to go through the calculations.
Okay,
No,
anyway.
it's just awkward, you know, what he's doing, he already has a meter, he's connected, and
Yeah, but the City of Palmview is making them go through the planning process,
I see
then
now,
it'll
yeah.
trigger them to go through, AGUA Special Utility District.
Okay, any motion?
So moved.
I have a motion by Ms. Perez,
Second.
second by Dr. Villarreal. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 7, discussion and possible action authorizing general manager to solicit requests for proposals for bank depository services.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board. On this item, we want to, go ahead and solicit for requests for proposals for bank depository services. We have a current contract with Lone Star, and, it expires, of course, the contracts are for 2 years, and, expiration is coming here between June, so that'll give us enough time so that we can go out and advertise twice, in the newspaper, and then receive the proposals, go through the committees, and we should be ready
a motion?
So move.
I have a motion by, Ms. Pettis,
Any second?
Second.
second by Mr. Doyle. All's in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 8, discussion and possible action on appointment of advisory committee pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 395.058 as required to review, evaluate, and update impact fees charged by the district.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board, as I explained, to the general manager's report, this is the current, on your attachment, this is the current advisory committee, that we have to go through the CIP, and impact fee process. So, from my understanding, and I might have two, legal counsels here with me, we need not fewer than 5, members, and 50% have to be at least developers, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so 50% or greater, of course, our current, the current committee makeup, of the committee that was formed in 2023, consisted of 7 members, I believe, 4 of which, were connected to development. And, so really the question posed to the board is if the board wants to just re-nominate, and appoint all of the same individuals, or, if the board, wants to make any changes, to the current, status of the committee. Once that is confirmed, then the committee, will, be reviewing and providing comments on a finalized CIP as part of the overall CIP and impact fee process.
We can have 5 board members, we can, remove 4 members, but at least we need to have 5, and at least half of that needs to
No fewer than 5, but it can be more, which is, our current one is 7, has to have at least 50%, of the committee, makeup must be individuals representative of the development, real estate, building industry.
What should we have to do in that?
Do they have to, you have to nominate today?
You can nominate today, you can.
Okay, out of those people, who has been accessible whenever we've needed to meet with them?
Well, I know Mr. John Womack,
Womack, yeah.
has been very accessible.
Because if they're not accessible, then why would we want them on the board? Just kick them out.
As
Just
long as
keep
you
the
it
5.
as 5.
But like people that you can count on that they're gonna show up. Cause they could be here on the board, but if they don't show up, we have no use for them.
When was the last meeting?
Oh, the last meeting was when we approved the last CIP, that was, I'm gonna say 2 years ago, probably 2 years ago, about 2 years ago.
So that,
Correct,
this,
it was in October of 2023.
so this committee has not met since 2 years ago?
Yeah, they typically only meet when they have to.
Only when we have
Yeah.
amendments or changes. That's why, I brought this because now since we're gonna be amending our CIP and our impact fee, I wanted just to make sure that the board is okay if the advisory committee
Stays
stay the same, we can make changes, we can make additions, or we can add, or we can remove. But, that is something that, we're gonna have the next board meeting in a couple of weeks. If the board's inclined for me to bring it again in a couple of weeks, we still need to, of course, meet with SAMS and look at the actual CIP, meet with, Mr. Capex, Jeff Snowden also as well. So that'll also give us time to finish, what we need to on our part before we do the presentations to the advisory committee.
I would recommend we reach out to them and see if they want to continue to serve, if they do, or if they don't. That way we can know how many recommendations to get from the community, like I guess through with the board members. See if there's anybody interested in serving that they can nominate. But
They've been aware of all the projects, so if they wanna continue, fine, if not,
yeah. So just see, I think, call them up, see if they want to continue to serve. Some may not even be around anymore, or who knows. But that way we know how many spots to.
So we can table it for next meeting?
So there will be no action or?
Or no
Well-
action?
Yes, no action at this time, but then we'll bring it back, at the next, meeting, having confirmed
we can approve
If
these.
If the board member has
and-
individuals, in the interim between this meeting and next,
Right.
it might be a good candidate, to serve on the committee. Really, and as far as,
So
you
when
know,
it
role,
owns all that property.
I think
there
the
in
biggest, two important factors, right, of qualified individuals for the committee is, one, ability to meet, when the committee meets, and, a knowledge of, the impact of potential, capital improvements to the building industry.
Like, I don't see Mr.
So this
Peña.
committee was established in 2023? And since
This
then?
current makeup, yes.
So since then, have they met? And if so, how many times? Or,
We met,
Yes.
I'm gonna say, three times with them, and then we received comments from them that we, brought, to the board of directors for recommendation, to implement the impact fees based on the capital improvement process.
So essentially, the role that the advisory committee plays, in the overall capital improvements impact fee process is especially those members of the committee who are representatives of the building community is, and the whole point why the statute has a requirement that at least half are representatives of that is the purpose and role of the committee is to look at the proposed capital improvements plan and provide the input of those in the know in the building industry of whether their understanding of the land use assumptions, as in expected growth, expected development, and therefore water needs in a particular area, are in line with their understanding of the building industry and that expected growth. And so that input is vital. And so that's the important, why these specific qualifications apply to the committee.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so, we're gonna take no action, correct?
You can take no action, just,
Yeah,
take
table
that
for now.
recommendation that we reach out,
Yeah.
check with who's already appointed, see if there's gonna be any gaps that need to be filled, and bring it back at the next meeting.
Sounds
I'll
good.
make a motion
Thank
to table it.
Okay, I have a motion by,
Second.
Ana Maria Perez, second by Mr. Perez.
so
All in
you
favor?
would, so you would call them, Mr. Salinas?
Yes.
Okay, just wondering.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, item number 9, discussion and possible action on approval of a service authorization under the master agreement with Gannett Fleming for the North Water Treatment Plant.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board, at this time, I'm gonna recommend, take no action. We're still working out the details with Janet Fleming and for the Water Development Board, to give us, feedback on what was submitted. So I would like to bring it on the next board meeting once we finalize the.
Okay,
Motion to for no action.
So
I have a
moved.
motion by Ms. Perez, a second by Mr. Doyles. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. I'm sorry, no action, correct?
No action.
My bad. Item number 10, discussion and possible action on approval of amendment number 4 for the water supply contract and water delivery contract between AGUA Special Utility District and Hidalgo County Irrigation number 6.
Yes, sir, Mr. President, members of the board. We have, two current, contracts. One is for the water delivery and the other one is for the water supply with Irrigation District 16. At this time, I did talk to, the general, manager, from Hidalgo County Irrigation District 6, and we came into an agreement to extend the actual contract before we worked out the master contract, which is for 5 years, to the end of February. So this is what it does. This contract that we have here is just an amendment to extend the existing contract to the end of February, for us guaranteed, we need to pay that, we need to use those water rights. Plus, we need to pay the delivery, which is at 20 cents per acre foot of raw water delivered to our reservoirs. Plus, we need to pay the electricity also that goes through their 2 pumps.
For
One
us,
at the river
for them,
and one at the
we
expressway.
pay their electricity.
We pay them a portion of the electricity because that same canal, services agriculture farms, it services other properties, not just AGUA Special
Pero we
Utility
pay about
District.
10%, 50%.
We pay about 60%.
60?
50-60% of the water that goes through the canal goes to our reservoirs.
How much is that? How much is that, Jaime, here on the spread?
It was
On
like
the-
70,000, I think, on the electricity
70,000
per year.
per year.
Yes.
So total what we pay altogether
For,
for, like we,
no,
Can you check on the?
I can check on the last.
total
Let me check.
with the water rights, with electricity?
It's once a year, if I can find it.
Can you divide that here on the spreads, Jaime? So we can know exactly,
On the computer?
no, here on the statement of revenue and expenses. Can you
Okay.
divide what the delivered water, including electricity, water, what else did you say, Mr. Salinas?
The 20 cents
Electricity,
operate,
I have the
Operating.
budget for 2026
it's delivery,
The delivery, electricity,
and the supply.
and the actual
Water rights.
Water rights.
The water rights
the water
leasing.
rights, we pay them upfront, right?
We pay them up until like half the year once we use up the total water rights.
Yeah, that's like a guarantee, right?
How
We
many-
use those
How many water rights are we leasing?
around 2,800, that's based on the contract.
But do we need them, or do
Yes.
we?
No, we use them. And then we charge them 2 hours.
We don't have enough water rights to sustain ourselves without paying, no? How much are we short?
We are short about 3,000.
But we just bought, how many did we just bought?
200, and we purchased 500 2 years ago.
But every time a developer, that's what we use the money.
We're adding to this, so that's why we're gonna negotiate to see if we can go down, but every year, their contract, of course, more meters, more usage. So for example, in 2020, the contract has started close to 2,500. In 2025, it's close to 2,900.
Yes. But as far as I know, I mean, for 10 years, every developer has been paying their water rights.
Yes.
Why are we leasing if they've been paying the water rights?
We purchase as we go, Mr. Perez, as we get developers right now. We have a good amount of funding that is restricted only to purchase water rights. And we're waiting on the irrigation districts to get back with us on the subchapter O water rights, that should be at a reduced price. And we're looking at around 600, that's the latest amount that we got for the past years. So that equates more or less to 1.8 million, $2 million, which is what we have.
Yeah, but those, getting back to the lease, I mean, those water rights, so we've been 20 years back, they didn't pay the water rights, so we leased it?
No, there was no payment for
So,
water rights.
so how long has been carrying along?
The contract?
lease, yeah,
No, you're talking about the 1175 that we charge right now.
yeah, the lease, if they don't have, if we don't have water rights, we lease water rights, right?
We always lease water rights.
Always?
From what I know, it has always been a lease agreement with Irrigation District 6.
And why is that? What about we pay they should only charge us the delivery of the water, not the water rights, because we buy.
We buy, but it's not, we're buying right now, we're trying to catch up, but it's not enough, water rights, to sustain, the district. We have to lease.
So what are we doing wrong with this new developer? They're buying, say, you're telling me, I buy a water right,
We need development, but the funding is there, it's restricted for that use. And we buy it as it comes, but now for example, 10 years ago, the water right acre foot was around $2,300.
right.
Now it's around $32.50, that's the latest that we paid for it.
So
We're
what,
looking at about $1,000 difference.
so why should we be paying it out of pockets instead of the developer, instead of the consumer? Why are we paying it?
That's a good question. It's been like that for
So it's not right.
many years. We're trying to
That's
catch
what-
up on the actual, water rights, that we
Yeah,
have.
but it should be
'Cause we
given
owe them
over
money
to
and
the,
they know
to
that
the,
we
to
paid.
the, to the
Well,
consumer.
there's two different processes to acquire water rights. One is you wait until someone has some for sale, and the other process is the subchapter O, petition for water rights. If the board recalls, last month the board approved, and water rights petitions from the district have been sent to both irrigation district number 6 and 16. And so that's just a slow-moving project to acquire water rights under that subchapter O. But certainly one of 2026's priorities will be a water rights transaction with both of those entities to acquire more water rights and use the funds that we have
Yeah.
in the water rights fund.
So we're buying $80 a year,
Leasing,
leasing $80 a year for 1 meter,
no, for,
How many
1
meters?
acre worth.
1 acre, so what is that to 1 meter?
It depends. It varies. It's not necessarily 1 acre foot, 1 meter.
So one, because,
It's a volume compared to the actual meter, because through the canals, we are deducted a certain amount for evaporation fees as well. So not necessarily 1 acre that is pumped right from the river, it's 1 acre that is delivered to reservoirs. It'll be like a I don't know, 0.85, maybe 15%, I think it's 15% evaporation fee, so in essence, 2,800 acre fee minus the 0.15 of that, 0.15% of that, 15% of that. So we're looking at, maybe 2,500 of that. We're paying 2,800, but in essence, we're getting delivered 2,500
Right.
because there's
Because of
evaporation fees. that
what
we take
about,
into account.
number 16? It's a lot cheaper to water number 16?
Number 16, it's about the same amount. The only thing that helps the irrigation district is when it rains, that the actual lake captures.
It's a 200 acre lake.
A lot of water.
So
That's
they don't
when-
pump, they don't charge us.
They don't pump, they don't charge, they don't charge the actual delivery. They're still charged and.
Yeah, but not as
for
much as this
account-
guy's.
Yes, and of course, the plant is smaller.
What's gonna be the new contract? Do you get a feeling that they're gonna
that
go
we
up?
have. No, I believe they're gonna stay
have to
in
see
the $80 range, more or less, for the first years. Now, they have been escalating the price per acre foot, since 2020. So on 2020, it was a $71 and on 2025 was a $78. Because everything escalates. You can go out for bids or to get quotes for municipalities that have excess water rights, and the cost it's around the same $80 per acre foot. 10 years ago, more or less, from what I remember, Public Works, the cost per acre foot, because you bought short, some municipalities bought short depending on the season. If it's a rainy season, of course you don't need much water, but it's a drought season, you need more water to supply to your customers. So you lease water rights. So 10 years ago, between 10 and 15 years ago, was at $60, $50, more or less, between $50 to $60 the leasing of an acre foot.
See, we can get a better understanding of exactly how much are we wasting per acre foot, because that we
How
need
much
to
are we
know that.
paying per
Yes, how much are we paying? So like that, because our profit margin is getting tighter and tighter. They're squeezing it because
Yeah,
you're telling me
that's
the
why, you know,
electricity and all that. So
that's why some municipalities would like to own irrigation districts.
sure, but we need to pass it on. You know, I was figuring it's about $6 for $80 a year per meter.
When,
You know.
when does the contract come up again?
For this one, it came up again the end of December 2025. What I'm asking here is for an extension so that we can
Negotiate.
complete the negotiations. Now, they were working on the contract, and I believe, I know that Oscar was here, one of the board members,
look at that contract because I think they had a feeling that we were, taking them for a ride, so. On the previous contract that they have with us. So, let's see.
I mean, it's water that we use, that we, as
Yeah, but they wanna go up, they're in the
Yeah.
business of making money, and we are.
And they have it,
for the
I mean,
district.
they have a need, they have what we need,
Yeah.
Well, actually, just the delivery of the water, because that's all that,
because that's,
That's-
yes,
they're charging.
still a need for us.
but they charging almost, it's like a fee, it's not a regular fee, they charge us fee and then, okay. But we need to look at that real, exactly, Jaime, I think it should be another spread here, this is actually the water, electricity, maintenance, whatever it is.
Like a breakdown of how much we're paying for everything.
Not, it's all
Together.
into one here, electricity is $583,000.
Yeah, it's not 17. Could have been combined.
Like you said, that evaporation fee, those different,
Yes,
Yeah, where?
all those fees.
Look at the detail.
Dissected on the actual
yeah.
contract. Every single, fee that we get for all those.
Where's the purchase of the water here on these operations,
it-
operate on the metal stuff,
It's on
on the expenses? The water?
on the
where-
financials.
It's part of cost of production. It's just, it's an individual line item. We
A
have it,
million eight?
the budget for that is about $800,000. The water rights leasing and the water rights supply. But it's also combining, irrigation district 16 in there for the supply.
That's $1.8 million,
It's
51,000?
part of yes.
The
it's-
production.
But
It's part of there, yeah.
That's
1.8.
electricity and everything in there?
No, it's, chemicals, the water rights leasing.
all that stuff is
yeah,
factored in there. like-
Exactly.
yeah.
It's all part of that line item.
It's every 6 months.
Every 6 months. Yeah.
I guess more than anything to see the breakdown of, it's all in that one line item, but seeing it broken down as far as fees and how much it's costing.
We can work on that.
Well, I mean, we just need to be very, because we're losing money. We think we're doing money, and then at the end of the year, we just, we need to pass it on. It's not, we cannot absorb that cost. And everything we do here in this company, not just this one. Okay.
So, what action do you need to take?
For, approval to extend, it's in
The 2
reality, it's an
months?
extension,
Mhm.
for us to finalize the negotiations with irrigation district 16. So that's the amendment, actually using the same contract that we have up to, the end of the year.
Is it irrigation number 6 or 16?
Six.
Six.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Rick Pettis. Any second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Gerardo Pettis. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. 11, executive session. As provided by the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code Section 551.071-551.091, the Board of Directors may convene in a closed executive session to deliberate, discuss, or consult regarding matters listed below on proper motion or approval of any items set forth above. Under Texas Open Meeting Act, Texas Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with attorney. A, cause number C-3353-20-I, S&B Infrastructure versus AGUA Special Utility District in the District Court of Hidalgo County, Texas, 398th Judicial District. B, cause number CL-23-511, Rogelio F. Lopez versus AGUA Special Utility District in the County Court of Law number 10 of Hidalgo County, Texas. C, Performance Service Incorporated litigation. D, system capacity. E, Ahoya CCN application and right to intervene. F, Article number 9, rates and service fees, Section 9-9, monthly charges. I need a motion to go into,
So moved.
I have a motion by Dr. Villarreal,
Second.
second by Ms. Ana Maria Perez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We will now go into executive session. It is 7:01 PM.